Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright Trilogy for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah!
Special thanks to Capcom for providing a copy of this game and sponsoring this series. We are in the third and final game of the trilogy, Trials and Tribulations. So like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when more Ace Attorney arrives.
Objection!
Every day at 6 p.m. Miss Faye, I'm sorry, but, what happened there?
It's all right. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy! You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway, haha. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this.
Huh?
She gave me this the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. She gave you it as if a present? I see.
The day that she met you?
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly.
It certainly is a little bottle, all right.
It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Dahlia's present, borrowed from Phoenix Wright.
Wow, something feels really off. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way,
Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Huh? Yeah, it was! But how did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see, murder in the courthouse... Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Newspaper clipping added to the court record.
Well...
I hope you don't... Oh, sorry.
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you will have will not be enough, my dear. Sorry. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
It's okay, Mr. Grossberg. I'm sure you just need some coffee. Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like it's recess. It's over, kids. We'd better get moving.
Oh, I'll climb down the swing set right away. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.
Oh, whoops. Doesn't matter.
Well, that was a short episode. See you guys next time. Okay.
April 11th, 12:13 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, you're all by yourself. Uh-oh. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
Yes. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. And I'm not talking about my hairdo. The prosecution calls Miss Dyla Hawthorne. Whatever.
Your
Dolly!
hairdo is a crime against fashion and gravity.
Oh, she looks like a sweet girl.
I feel like she's a murderer.
Wow.
What's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that!
Now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel.
Whoa, white knights already.
I know.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home in this courtroom.
Not at all.
Oh, 'twas nothing, pretty lady.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is mine.
No, the honor is mine, you fool.
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the... Yeah.
Wow.
Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever's on your mind.
I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you would say that.
She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Ah, the power of a female fatale. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear what the witness did on the day of the incident, if you please. Yes.
Witness what I witnessed.
Whoa, her eyes are like hypnotizing. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. What?
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot flames the young of passion can burn. Nonetheless, it's my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth.
But I would never... That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey. Huh?
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes. We've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madame Fey. Madame? I'm no one's grandma yet, girly.
What I witnessed.
What? Did she just try to slight Mia?
Yep.
Wow. Then she's not completely innocent. had been planning to go see Feeny and... Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department? If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Sanrio poetry.
Oh, wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
I do like naps.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation?
Maybe.
Beanie and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Hold it! So, who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So, what were Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Fay. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Oh my gosh! Why am I being demonized here?
Please go on. What did you see next? Wow.
Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and he just collapsed. Hold it! Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now?
Probably show a contradiction, because Phoenix did touch.
Yeah, I think I should show a contradiction. You're right, he did touch her.
Him!
He pushed the other guy, that's what I meant. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never!
Miss Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness.
She's just pointing out a contradiction.
I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, right. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. Shall we continue? The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will, if you don't mind. I'd like to revise my testimony then. It looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment that he pushed Dougie. Hold it! You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only 2 of them at the scene, right? The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug.
Yes, Dougie, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. Hold it! So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely at all.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Your Honor. I mean, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge has a nice ring to it. Now then, please proceed with your testimony, young lady.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. Hold it! When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes. They're all very fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So, to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going at all. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. The students knew what was going on?
Press for more details.
Yeah, I think so. Let's press for more details, Luke. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just that they all seemed kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more information about the students.
So, did the students call the police?
Yes, I was just so... I was panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Whoa. Alright, so we already did the cross-examination.
We did Doug. We also pressed some evidence when the guy got pushed over, so there's... I don't think there's anything to really...
Did we press her on all the statements yet, or no?
I didn't hear anything unusual. This is... The umbrella did make a noise. Where's the umbrella?
Did we push her on... Oh yeah, I guess we could push her on that.
Could do the umbrella. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie, so... You know, we've already proved that Dougie was pushed.
What about the moment that they were fighting? Can we go back to that?
It didn't look like they were fighting.
I didn't...
The only casualty for the fighting was the umbrella. Owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the scene of the crime. I'm gonna try the umbrella.
Okay.
Nope. There's music.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
In what way? I'm not sure I understand.
Actually, I don't quite get it either. Sorry.
Well, make sure you do before you speak out again.
All right, Luke, I think we should present something right there, though.
Okay.
He's mad at me now, but you can't give up yet, Mia.
So I was wrong with the umbrella.
Okay, it didn't look like they were fighting. Okay, so I think we should present... Luke, can you see what Phoenix said in his testimony at that point? Did he have a testimony about that? Didn't his testimony say they were fighting? He has a testimony in that... There we go. Phoenix's testimony.
The umbrella fell on top of... there was a loud sound when this happened.
But no. Yeah, okay, let's try that. And maybe she heard a sound then.
There we go.
You say you didn't hear anything unusual, correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd, don't you? I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable?
Objection! But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
Ah!
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means, little girl.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones?
But she didn't say that before!
You mean that both your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, and it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. Oh, like the thunder god?
I have no idea.
So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. It's so scary, so I put on my headphones to block it out.
Well, Your Honor,
Wow.
as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
What? Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now, she said something that would totally change this whole case.
There was lightning.
That's right, she did say there was lightning, Luke. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean, exactly?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh! I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. I mean, he did die because of electricity.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur with this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt.
That would also explain the loud noise that Phoenix heard.
Yep.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death of the was actually accidental?
All right, you did it, Mia. It'll be taking... What?
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this blasted evidence?
The affidavit, Your Honor.
Ah, and who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read it to the court. The testimony of the students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 o'clock.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Yes, precisely. They lost power because the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred around approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died of a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
Whoa.
According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break.
Ooh.
Student's testimony added to the court record.
However, there is one thing that troubles me a bit. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that, yes.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor!
Oh, here we go.
I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain that momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Oof. Should we do a profile? The only people on the profile are Doug and Dala and Phoenix.
I think there's also some other testimony. Why don't we, well, we could try that, or...
The old power cable broke. The student's testimony. Newspaper clipping from 8 months ago probably doesn't do anything. Phoenix's testimony.
I'm gonna try Phoenix's testimony.
Okay, Phoenix testimony.
Yeah. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds about right. Wait, are you saying that...
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline, sir. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Oh.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Objection! I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
Oh? What? What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Oh, wow. Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
I don't think so. I'm sorry, Your Honor. But no, it doesn't make sense at all.
Whoa.
If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here.
Yeah!
In other words, someone other than my clients must have electrocuted the victim.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Order! I will have order in this court!
The lamentations of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them.
It's true, the defense is absolutely correct.
Yes.
There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have...
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something?
Uh-oh.
The Madame Attorney's explanation, she said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What?
What?
What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
Of course, it's all right. Give this girl a tissue. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. It's all right. It's all right.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, she is extremely manipulative, I feel like. Extremely. The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. The first time, he was into the electrical pole, and that's when the cable broke. Yeah. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Beanie caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. It was terrible.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away?
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second and last time. Shocking!
I'm so sorry, Beanie, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Oh, I have water leaking out my eyes. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. the fuse.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this girl's too much.
Yep.
Alright. The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. Hold it. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment that he pushed Dougie. Oh, I know. I'm so sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied in court? I was such a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge!
Yes.
Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury.
Come now, it's just a first offense. It was just a little old white lie. It's
Judge!
fine. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, all right?
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Oh, 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 oh.
She is lying! The judges better be more careful of himself. A dark alley is friendlier than this girl. You tell him, Mia. The first time was into the electrical pole, and that's when the cable broke.
All right, let's hold that.
Okay, so you're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole. I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Oh, really? But I never imagined he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Bailiff!
Then why were you dating him if you... Oh my gosh! Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. So let me get this straight now. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold in front of you?
Miss Faye, I will have to ask you to stop badgering my witness.
I wasn't happy. I was just so scared that I couldn't move.
But wait, if she was wearing headphones and there was no lightning, why was she wearing... Oh,
I know. All I could do was just stand there and try to cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you even mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and they would give each other the fight for their all. What?
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive, but also kind of psychotic.
And what happened after that?
Alright, she just is changing it every single time.
Oh, of course.
But Feeny caught up and crashed into... Hold it! That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket or not?
Well, no, there weren't.
That's what I thought. Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little bit more carefully next time? What? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Okay, so...
What's your idea?
Alright, let's present something here.
Okay, what do you want to present? It's your show, you tell me what to do. We got the umbrella, we've got student's testimony, we got our attorney's badge, that's about it. So...
Okay,
Yes?
Alright, let's,
Not so easy, is it?
I don't know. It's kind of difficult. Okay, what about... Maybe we'll keep... What are her statements? What does her testimony start? Like, this is... It starts with this?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Alright. Alright.
There.
Truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. Okay, keep going. I want to see. Then he was into the electrical pole. The cable broke. Okay. It's best to run away from him.
Yep.
Caught up and crashed him from behind. Okay. It all occurred in less than a minute. Okay, I want to present something here because I think the time is important. Can you look at the crime photo number 2? Because I think that's the one with the time on it. What time does that say?
That's past the time that you just said.
Okay, I want to try to present that right now. Let's see what happens. Sorry. This is harder than it looks. You were doing a great job as Phoenix Wright. That's enough, witness. Oh, I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Photo, whatever. Oh, that's medicine. That's the one Phoenix likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye?
My point is this, Your Honor. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:50. Yeah!
That's right. Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval?
Whoa!
The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Whoa!
You go, Mia! Oh my gosh, I'm getting into this.
Hold on!
This is nonsense. The real murderer.
Objection! Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
I wonder. There's only one person who could have possibly murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my clients had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? You're gonna do the girl?
I don't know. It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for, Mia. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. Yeah, well, I want this girl to go down.
Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. There's only one other person.
There was only one person on the scene. It had to have been her.
Yeah. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have a look at who's the real killer.
All right, Luke, looking at profiles. It had to be Dahlia!
Oh, wow.
Dahlia Hawthorne!
Wow.
It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. How can you...
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Oh. Order, Miss Faye. What? I mean, why? That is,
Your Honor, Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness these two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything.
Miss Faye, this is very serious. Change your...
What?
Whoa! Your Honor!
Whoa!
Please, I have something I want to say.
You? What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record.
What the? Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Okay, you're delusional, Phoenix. She totally did.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff,
Grab that man!
Ah!
Leave my dolly alone!
But Dolly was testifying against him. That boy.
He's got himself in way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Oh.
Oh, wow, that's gonna be important.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Grossberg. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You'd better take a good look at it. It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor,
May I interrupt you for just one moment, Mr. Prosecutor, sir?
Don't worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand.
Oh, thank you.
Go right ahead. It's fine.
Madame Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying that you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Oh, I'm sorry, please, go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous, except for that's exactly what I'm doing. This is all just too much for poor little old me to bear.
I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
What would her motive be? The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. Okay. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
Objection! The witness claims that she had no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Oh, of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this episode.
Yes!
Wow, that's pretty intense.
All right, Mia is going to take her down next time.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it is Mia.
Yeah, it is Mia.
Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the next episode of Ace Attorney. Just so you guys know, we actually have to change the time slot now because we have a lot of games that is coming out between now and July, so Ace Attorney is going to be moving around until this final game is finished. But we hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you with another video later today. God bless and happy gaming.
See ya! Have a great day, guys.